know what are the top reasons why, even if you are telling the right things to the right people, it's still not working. Hey everyone, this is Srimaya, your mindfulness coach, and today I'm going to tell you something very exciting. It's related to mindset hack, or you can say behavioral psychology, which you can apply at your workplace and also in your personal life. So people hide all sorts of true intentions behind their fantastic smile, or you can say fake smiles, you can say sugar coated words, and you can say through gestures, like handshake and allowing people to sit, holding the door for them and whatnot. Now, they are very important, and that kind of non-verbal communication is extremely important. But what is the real intention of the people behind them is something that is really interesting. So often we feel we fall trap to the beautiful smiles and the sugar coated words that people have. So in this video, I'm going to give you reasons why your formal behavior is not going to work, because people will see through your intentions. Would you like to know what are the top reasons why, even if you are telling the right things to the right people, it's still not working? Would you like to know that? If yes, just type BIO in the comment box. BIO is bring it on. And I'm going to give you some really, really cool hacks today, which is really going to open up your mind and open up your eyes as well. So let's go ahead and dig dive into reasons why your formal behavior won't work, especially at work. So the number one reason is that you are smelling of competition. You are highly competitive. You do not take your losses lightly. So you get extremely disturbed when you lose something and it is visible in your personality. So if that has been the pattern with you, if you cannot take your losses in life very lightly, very sportively, because life is all about participation, it's not about winning or losing, but you will see there are some kind of people who will definitely get very, very disturbed even if they lose a little bit. That's those people are the people who are very, very highly competitive, and people can smell that. Number two thing about competition is that you definitely smell of comparison, which means that whatever questions that you're asking, you might be giving a smile and welcoming people and greeting them and whatnot. But end of the day, whenever you're asking them any question or whenever you're talking with them, they know that you're silently trying to compare yourself with them. For example, how is the business going? What's the salary that you're drawing? So many months you've been working, what's your income now, right? Did you get promoted or not promoted, right? So how many houses you have, did you buy that new car, did you upgrade this, upgrade that, right? So what is happening is people can see that you're basically trying to compare your position with them. You're not asking questions for their well-being, to understand where they are and truly wishing them well or not, helping them out, but you're basically trying to judge whether you are doing better than them or not better than them. So if that's your intention, that people can see through it. If majority of your conversation with your people around is based on these kind of questions, which is smelling of comparison, then definitely your formal behavior will not work there. And number 3 point about competition is that you're in the habit of justifying other people's wins with their better luck and better conditions, which means that every time you lose and somebody else wins, you say that, oh, his luck is fantastic, or he got that because he was born with a silver spoon, or he got that because he has that certificate. He got successful because he had this kind of a backing with him or her. He got promoted because he or she was very close to the boss. So you keep trying, just you keep justifying your wins, sorry, others wins, with some kind of luck or better conditions, instead of truly deep diving and looking at their journey very closely, right? So if you are into the habit of these three things, you get very disturbed when you lose. You really, when you're asking questions, it always smells of comparison, and you always think that people win because of their best, good lucks and better conditions. If that's the case, then people will see through that, and your formal behavior will not work. Number two biggest reason is obsession. Self obsession is one of the biggest reasons why your sugar coated words and very good smiles and beautiful faces and nice dresses will not work on the people. People can see through you if you're self obsessed. What do I mean by self obsessed? Number one is that you're in the habit of blaming others for your losses. So first of all, you don't take your losses very sportively, but you are in the habit of blaming other people and your situations for your losses in life. Number 2 point, that you're very self-obsessed, is because you're impatient to prove your point or gain popularity. You just cannot wait to show somebody about what the person that the achievements that you've done recently. You just cannot wait to throw that out in a conversation, to keep throwing at people. Sorry, not to throw that out, but to keep throwing at people what you have just achieved. You bought a new house, you bought a new car, you got a promotion. You just can't wait to tell people. And often in your conversation, those things keep coming. That's being impatient. Another point of being impatient is that no matter whether you're talking to someone, over chat messages or emails or telephone or group calls or whatever, you just want to prove your point rather than patiently listening to everyone else's points. So you are the one who's talking the most in the room, and whenever you're talking, you're only talking about your point and what you think, rather than thinking of what others are thinking as well. So you're not including others, but you're excluding most of the times, and very impatient to prove your point. People can see through that. And number 3 point is that you are in the habit of taking your age, your experience, and your status rather than logic and reasoning. So to win an argument, people who are very self-obsessed, they run out of logics and ideas and reasoning to win an argument. The best that they can do is they will say that I'm elder to you, I have these many of years of experience, I have this kind of designation, so don't teach me, I have been there, been that, so you're wrong and I'm right. Does that happen a lot with you? If yes, I mean, have you seen people like them around you? If yes, just type yes in the comment box wherever you're watching with a lot of smileys. Yeah. So we keep coming across these kind of people just because they have gray hair in their face or wherever. They want to say that they are more experienced to you and they know life better than you. But actually, what is the right approach is that they should be talking it out with you. They should give you some kind of logical reasoning to establish their point. It's like building the point. It's not passing a verdict. You're not a judge, right? So that's what self-obsessed people do. And once you have been following these kind of patterns, when you are blaming everyone for your losses most of the time, everyone else but yourself, when you are completely impatient to prove your point, no matter where you are, whichever area you are, conversation or communication, and you are in the habit of always throwing your experience, your status, and your age to prove your point, then definitely you're one of those self-obsessed guys, and your beautiful smiles and good gestures won't help you. Your formal behavior will not work. Number 3 point, why your formal behavior will not work is when you have the mentality of a taker but not of a giver. And what do I mean by a taker? So you keep asking questions to people, but you're very silent when people ask you questions. So you keep asking people that what are you doing, what is, how did this happen, or what did he do, what did she do. But you are a closed book when it comes to questions about you. So you're not really honest and open about it. In fact, you do everything possible to avoid such questions about your personal life, whereas you enjoy asking personal questions to others, right? So you have a taker's mentality but not of a giver's mentality. Number 2 point, how you have a taker's mentality is that you're in the habit of demanding adjustments. That's more of like a fascism or dictatorship, where you think that just because you have some kind of experience or age or something because of your designation, you think that people around you will always adjust for you. It means that you are definitely self-obsessed, and you are not ready to adjust, but you are expecting people to adjust. So your great smile or fantastic behavior, formal behavior, will not help. People will see through that. And number 3 point is that you enjoy pointing mistakes of people, but you're very defensive when a feedback is given to you. So yeah, I mean, I don't have to explain this thing, right? So you enjoy pointing. In fact, this happens with a lot of people, right? So they love telling you that, hey, you should have done that, you should have done that. And they just enjoy pulling the legs of others, right, to point the mistakes. But you will see that there are some people who, if when you start giving them feedback, they'll become very defensive. They'll start justifying everything. They'll have an excuse for all the wrong things that they do, and they will always think that they are, majority of the time, they are right. And if something went wrong, because of something else, not because of their mistake. So that is a quality of a taker, and that is where your fantastic behavior will not work. So the top 3 reasons why your formal behavior is not going to work anymore, um, or if you are behaving properly in your workplace but people are not responding, you still find that there is some kind of boycotting or misconnection or something like that with the group, then these are definitely the reason. You're smelling of competition, you're smelling of self-obsession, and you have a taker's mentality, not of a giver's mentality. I hope this video was really enriching for you, and if it was, go ahead and note down your top takeaways below this video. I would love to see your comments. And also, I would like to invite you that if you would like to fast forward your mid-career growth and learn not only techniques of mind hack, but also skills and tool sets to fast forward your leadership journey, then I would like to invite you to click on the link in the description so that you can join a free training of in-depth 2 hours, where I will let you know how exactly you can learn some of the marvelous leadership skills. So I'll be looking forward to welcome you there and also read your comments. Go ahead and click on that description link in the description. Thank you so much for watching this video. This is Srimaya, Mindfulness Coach. I'll see you in the next one.